terrain, but you are an experienced club. Surely you will use your experience going into the second game.
I think beyond experience is what we experienced in Morocco and also in Egypt against Al Ahly. There's something that we felt that you could not see. Courage. Let's know. Courage. The team got to another level of courage, which I think if we can remember what took us through Al Ahly and also in Morocco, we can come back and we have enough quality. All we need to do is to respect the game, look at what we did over the weekend, where it needs to be improved, and where we need to put more effort just to clarify and bring forth what we are known for. But we need a lot of courage. It's not going to be easy.
Also, goals will be crucial. We'll probably need more than one goal to make sure that you lift it.
Two-legged affairs are like that. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to leave South Africa 0-0 even. If you remember Al Ahly. If you don't concede, you know that. Because anyway, when they play at home, they are likely to say we need to win this match, which is why two-legged affairs, especially in CAF, they're quite tricky. Tricky in the sense, when you play at home, logic dictates that you must take the initiative. Your supporters expect you to attack because you're playing at home. Come on guys, you're playing at home, it has to show. But the opposite is true. Because when you keep a clean sheet at home, when you go away, when they apply the same mentality, they are open. And anybody who's open is easily scored. So you need to be very smart and be very strategic in terms of how you play these two-legged affairs. I'll cite an example of a match we played in the MTN8, Orlando Pirates. We went to Orlando, the match was 0-0. Then we went the second leg in Polokwane. Kemiti Rasmus scored just beginning of the match. Sundowns had to score 2 goals. And you know very well what happened there. So two-legged affairs are quite tricky, especially with the away goal rule. It's very important to play the match with the understanding that you are actually playing 2 matches. You don't have to be all over the place. You need to understand how to play these 2 matches.
Will you be encouraged by the fact that when Pyramids played Pirates, they played an attacking brand of football that was actually counterproductive towards what they needed to do to win it over?
You don't want to go look at them based on how they behaved when they were with Orlando Pirates, because games are different, teams are different, and they move deeper. And we are Mamelodi Sundowns, we're different from any other team. So looking at how they approached us, it was quite clear. And we just have to develop some level of anticipate how then they're going to approach you at home. But you have to acknowledge the fact that they are highly scoring. They score a lot of goals, but our defense also is quite very tight. We defend properly.
The fact that, coach, they don't have as many supporters as maybe possible impact to Al Ahly and the other teams that you've played. How much of a side will that play?
You don't want to send negative messages. You want to have your focus to the highest levels of threats so that there are no rooms for complacency. So we have to go there, and we're playing away. It's 1-1. We need to do business. The last match is the cup final. In a two-legged affair, you're playing away. You gotta win it.
Coach, I know you're going to say it's winning, but besides that, what keeps you guys motivated and driven to push the boundaries, to raise your level? I mean, you're going into uncharted territories now with the Club World Cup and possibly winning a second star for the club. What besides winning keeps you guys at the forefront of South Africa?
Selflessness and understanding that you don't represent yourself. You're representing the people who are your principals, you're representing your supporters, you're representing a lot of people, and we're going to go out there and represent Africa. When you know that you're doing something for yourself, you measure it according to your level of satisfaction. But when you know that you're doing it on behalf of others, you don't know their level of satisfaction. And the demands of people are different because of the numbers. So we have to give our best at all times. And at Mamelodi Sundowns, they have a motto that we never get tired of winning. If you listen to the players and everybody, they never get tired of winning. You should never get tired of winning because your job is to continue to inspire and inspire and inspire. And we're at that level. How can we get tired for being at a privileged position to improve people's lives? That's what we at the Sundowns, and we embrace it. Maybe the fact that we embrace it, we make it look easy. There are certain people who carry their problems and they make it look so easy. Ask for them. You'll be the first one to say, no, this is too heavy for me. Maybe just because we carry it with elegance, looks like it is easy. No, it's not easy. Not just because we carry it with elegance. It's a heavy responsibility.
Coach, how do you manage to separate the focus? Because now they are looking at the Champions League final, but also they have the aspirations of the Club World Cup that is also coming in. Some have already experienced it, some haven't. But how do you manage to fortify the mental fortitude in the players?
It's a mindset. We have gear very soon. And not only in terms of focus from one calendar to the other, the ability to focus even when people feel this is absolute nonsense, instead of you being too depressed, you need to find the right levels. Or instead of you being too excited, you need to find the right levels. And that is only mastered by presence of mind. So you need to know exactly where am I at now? What is it that is required? Okay, we just drew a match. We should have won the match. We could have won the match. There was an expectation we're playing at home. Okay, another too low. Or you win a match, another too high. I achieved the objective, onto the next one. Because the bottom of one mountain is the top of the other. And the top of one mountain is also the bottom of even the highest. So you never get satisfied.
Coach Steve, there were a lot of noise in the first leg about Tambazwana not playing. Any chance of him featuring in the second leg?
We'll work on that. We only started training today, and match is deep as we said. And it's not the first time Shishi did not play. And we've been building him. And not only in this era as well, even previously. Match is deep, and Champions League is a different kettle of animal. But we know the capacity is good. We know the experience is good. Hoping that he will come again, give us another flip like Al-Ahly, win the match last minute, and then all over the field.
Speaking of pressure, how much pressure is Sundowns under to win this game?
Pressure.
When you look at
pressure is privilege to us. If you succumb to pressure because you embrace it as pressure, you won't perform. If you say to your kid, go get me a cup of tea. I made this example some time back. Go get me a cup of tea. And then you put them under pressure that don't break that porcelain. I paid 500 rand for that cup. Be guaranteed that cup is going down the floor, my friend, because of pressure. But when you face pressure, you have to look at it as a pleasure and a privilege to overcome, so that you test your own strength. Run your own race, be strong enough, and test your capacity against the toughest challenges. Then if you come through, then you say, okay, it's an upgrade. If not, and then it's okay, let me go back. It's another opportunity for me to come back.
Coach Steve, you had near misses in this competition with the previous 10-cal team. Personally, giving full cycle of a coaching career, what does this trophy mean for you?
Personally,
Coach.
I'm not a man of visible success. I'm never a man of visible success. I wish you could come to my house. I don't have big plugs that show that, okay, the medal of 2000 with the under-20s, then the medal of this black label, then a medal of this. No, I just put them aside, they stay in my study room. Because the biggest challenge with the glitz and glamour, it will deceive you and lie to you. And then you get to a level of arrogance where you think you have it. The best success, in my opinion, is the invisible one, where you know there's so many souls and so many people who've impacted. If you go to highly successful coaches, about Pep, about Mourinho and all that, they don't tell you about the trophy. And even if you go to the players, about Etu, when you go to Etu, Inter Milan with Mourinho, you will remember the Champions League here and there, but you will remember how Mourinho touched his heart. So the most important is what you win. I'm a big fan of winning people and winning human beings, improving people. Because the investment you make in a person, if you can win them, give them something that makes them a better person, they are going to win somebody. But if I win a trophy and put it there, in the MTN 8, how many matches do you play? 4. And then you win the medal and a trophy. Does that really make you champion? Yes, you are a champion. But winning a person, to me, that's championship. If you win a person by what you do to them and how you affect them. So I'm trying to relate all this to you to say, not that they're insignificant, but they don't, it's like money. Money should not make you. You must make money. If you are made by money when it's no money, then you are not there. But if you have a philosophy that I'll make it, it doesn't make me. Even if you have it, it doesn't affect you.
Coach, you mentioned something